Hello, and thank you for coming back to my channel. You're here with Moments with T, and we're doing a love reading. And the energy that I'm getting is just more so of a self-love reading. So the channel message that I got is begging to be loved is why you're still loveless. So I have two pre-pulled cards for you guys of the Love Oracle. The first one we have is healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. And we also have forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Forgiveness here. So, just off of these two cards and the channel message, I'm getting that you need to forgive yourself. This is a moment of healing. You may be in separation from the person you desire or not have came in contact with your divine counterpart just yet, because this is the time for healing for you. This is the time for you to stop seeking external validation, stop seeking external love, and fill your own cup. And again, that's not saying that we don't need love. We came here to experience love and to love one another, but we have to start with self love. What messages do we have for begging to be loved is why you're still loveless? So we have the sun that flew out over there. Sarah, what other messages do we have for begging to be loved is why you're loveless? With the King of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Swords. So we have the sun, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Ten of Swords. So yeah, I'm definitely getting that you're trying to force some type of happiness with someone. Someone that's even showed you that they're not emotionally committed to this relationship. They're not even emotionally committed to you. They're emotionally unavailable, closed off. But you may have gotten together like in when you were like children or like high school sweethearts. This may be your first boyfriend or your first ever lover or in that intimate capacity, which is why you're wanting to hold on so strongly and so tightly, and you want this to move forward. Yeah, we have the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's time to move. You want the relationship to move forward, but it's time for you to move forward and for you to move on and for this chapter to be closed. You're begging for what you deserve and what you desire. And it's crazy. I picked up the deck and the Six of Wands stayed at the bottom on the table. So that lets me know that you're not really interested or not really spending time with the thought of moving on, spending time with the thought of this person not being a part of your life. You're also in the sense of illusion and not seeing things for what they actually are and just for what you desire them to be. What other messages do we have for the collective begging to be loved? That's too many cards, Spirit. Is why you're still loveless. Yeah, we have the Two of Wands. Yeah, you may be comparing yourself to other people, especially with this sun, especially if they do like a lot of social media um, interaction without like different females that look a certain type of way, and maybe you look totally different. So it's like you're trying to watch to see what they like and try to make yourself appease to that character or to have that image. Then it's like for real, they only like that type of image and that type of that's their unhealed self. Their healed self is not interested in Instagram models. Isn't interested in, and don't get me wrong, not interested in women that's constantly putting their sexual energy out there. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to use your sexual energy to cultivate the things that you want, and not in a meticulous way or, you know what I'm saying, degrading yourself any type of way. But it's a difference when you're putting your sexual energy out there, look, seeking attention and just being extra. And it's like you're trying to figure out how to appease this person. Yep, Seven of Wands. You're trying to figure out how to appease this person, appease what they like. Get them, yeah, Knight of Swords, get them to come in, get them to like you. And it's like the push and pull effect. It's like the more that they pull, the more that you pull, trying to get them to come in, is the more that they push away. The more that you pull, the more that they run away. Because that isn't really how divine and feminine masculine work. You have the ace of swords, the eight of swords. It's time for you to retreat and go within self with the two of swords at the bottom of the deck. It's time for you to retreat, collective, and go within self and heal those traumas that you may have received over time through different, not just relationship, but friendships as well, family shits with your mother, with your father, especially. I'm getting a lot of father. Like, yeah, I cut the deck and got the King of Pentacles, and then the Knight of Pentacles is right underneath it. Definitely a father figure, and just the male figures within your life may have you at a standstill or in stagnicity, or maybe a hamster wheel, you know, in a lot of chaotic trauma situations due to what you have experienced growing up. Maybe you believe that is love, and you're like, hey, I'm trying, I'm riding and dying. I'm riding and dying. You're not gonna pick me? Yep. We got the judgment and the temperance. I'm riding and dying. I'm making all these judgment calls. I'm doing all this stuff to appease to you to hopefully, you know, make this relationship become of something. And you're not interested. You don't see my value. And it's like, of course they don't see your value because you don't see your value. Because if you seen your value, you wouldn't be putting up. Yep, here we have the empress jumping right out on the judgment. I ain't even have to move it, but I want you to see it. Like, if you knew your value, you would already be making a decision to walk away. You know, and if you knew your value to begin with, no judgment at all. But if you knew your value, you wouldn't even entertain that type of energy anyway, because they showed signs and red flags and just inklings very early on. And the signs continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So you're wondering why, like, hey, why don't you value me? Why don't you see me? Why don't you love me? Yep, the Ace of Wands with the Nine of Swords. I mean, yeah, the Nine of Swords. Why don't you see me? Why don't you love me? And they're like, you don't see or love yourself. That's where it goes back to self love. Like, and let's keep it real. It's only so much that self love can do. Yes, we have to do the self love journey, but there are some experiences, some growth, and some expansion that require us to have divine partnerships, that require us to be in divine friendships, you know, divine relationships. So you might not get all your healing done in the self love, but the self love journey is what sparks to you to be able to have all of those fruitful relationships to come in, so you can continue your growth and continue your evolution and your ascension process. Any other messages do we have for our collective? We have the Ace of Cups, and it fell out like this. So your Ace of Cups is there, but you're blinded to it, especially with the Two of Swords back at the bottom of the deck. The overall energy, you don't see how you're going to get to this Ace of Cups. You don't even see that you're worthy or deserving or valuable enough to even have an Ace of Cups, to even have an overflowing of love, an overflowing of protection, an overflowing of, you know, romance and just everything that you desire in your relationship. You don't see this. So you feel like you have to build a Bob, a motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? To build someone into the man that you desire. This is not build a man. And again, there are some relationships that require divine union in order for expansion, in order for growth. That is 100% true. But we not building people to want to grow. Okay, you want to grow, and then I want to grow, and then we come together and we grow individually, but we also grow together too. Okay, and you are worthy and deserving of that type of love, of that type of energy, of that type of what word am I looking for? Reciprocation. You're worthy of that. Yep, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You have to see your worthiness, collective. Okay, let's pull you some cards to see how we can get through this. Let's see. We're gonna pull some from the heart affirmations. Spirit, what do you have for this collective with the from the heart affirmations? I hear benevolent messages loud and clear. I am my own healer. Okay, you hear the messages, you see the signs, you get the visions. Start taking heed to them. You're not crazy. And you're never alone. Your spiritual team, God, the universe, spirit is always with you. Always, always with you. I choose to transform my life, resolve past issues with strength, courage, and willpower. Yes, collective. And we also have the power of the universe shines within me because it does. You are worthy. And let's get two more messages for the collective. Let's get one more. I see clearly and accurately through divine assistance. And we have my mind is open to new experiences that will transform my life. Yes, collective, that's what you need to be open to. Experiences that will transform your life. Okay? Hope this gave you the much needed clarity. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you again next time.